In Rajkot, however, I got an early grounding in toleration for all branches of Hinduism and sister religions, for my father and mother would visit the Haveli, as also Shiva's and Rama's temples, and would take or send us youngsters there. Jain monks also would pay frequent visits to my father, and would even go out of their way to accept food from us, non-Jains. They would have talks with my father on subjects religious and mundane. He had, besides, Mussulman and Parsi friends who would talk to him about their own faiths, and he would listen to them always with respect, and often with interest. Being his nurse, I often had a chance to be present at these talks. These many things combined to inculcate in me a toleration for all faiths. Couplets and chopais, quatrains, and explain them, losing himself in the discourse and carrying his listeners along with him. I must have been 13 at that time, but I quite remember being enraptured by his reading. That laid the foundation of my deep devotion to the Ramayana. Today I regard the Ramayana of Tulsidas as the greatest book in all devotional literature. A few months after this, we came to Rajkot. There was no Ramayana reading there. The Bhagavat, however, used to be read on every Akadashi day. 11. My profession progressed satisfactorily, but that was far from satisfying me. The question of further simplifying my life and of doing some concrete act of service to my fellow men had been constantly agitating me, when a leper came to my door. I had not the heart to dismiss him with a meal. So I offered him shelter, dressed his wounds, and began to look after him. But I could not go on like that indefinitely. I could not afford. I lacked the will to keep him always with me. So I sent him to the government hospital for indentured laborers. But I was still ill at ease. I longed for some humanitarian work of a permanent nature. Dr.